it was in this hive right here. And I had a queen cell that was give to me, and I don't have an incubator, but what I done was is I put queen candy in this end right here, and I put that I put this queen cell in this cage. If I can get it out here. Whoops, it failed. I put this queen, right here's right there's the cell. It was hooked onto this. But that queen hatched out of that cell. See there? She come out of the end of that cell, and she chewed through the queen candy. By doing this, by putting this down in here, I took some frames out and I laid that queen cell in there where them bees could cover it up and keep it the right temperature. And you know, you've all seen queen cages and people hanging queen cages in hives. Well, you can put a queen cell in one of these here and put it in there. You could even block this end off if you was going to check it ever so often. And but she hatched out in here, and they kept her the right temperature, and she was able to get out into this hive and survived. And that's what we wanted. But there's all kinds of uses for these right here. And I've reinforced it a little bit with a little extra wire to make sure there's no holes where a bee could get in or out. And but you see that queen, she hatched out of that cell in this cage here and was able to survive. Well, I've got a swarm that I caught and put in this box right here. And I'm fixing to get into this box to see what's going on. We'll let you have a look. Okay, because I didn't have any frames in the top of this box, they started building comb off of the lid. And what I do when I catch a swarm, or I'm going to put a swarm in a box, is I put an empty box on top. And it works like like a catch. You ain't got no frames in there, and it's real easy to dump the bees in there and slap a lid on it. And usually they go down to the bottom, but for some reason these bees is wanting to work from the top down. But that's okay, because we're gonna give them some frames here to work. And we see there's several frames of bees down there. We're gonna give them something to work here. Give them some deeps. We just want to give them just a little puff. Kind of get rid of that alarm pheromone there. At least that's what they say, and I do know that smoke does calm bees down. I know that from messing with them over the years. Calms them down or covers up the pheromone, I don't know which, but it works. We're gonna put them some frames in here so that they'll quit building that comb there like that. See that? So they won't build that comb there. They put a little bit of honey in there, ain't they? We're gonna put some frames in here to work, and then I'll stick that comb back in there so they can have that honey there. Might need to put a feeder in this hive, don't I? We might ought to do that in the morning. We about there. One more frame. One more frame in here. Now, and then we'll yank that piece of comb off and we'll stick it in there with the bees. Soft comb there. We'll get that, put that in there and put the lid back on. Smoke the bees away from this edge here so that I can lay the, see, now they'll move. Smoke them away. Now see how they're away from that edge? Then you just want to put it back on there. I didn't kill nary bee like that, not one. Got the lid back on. Got that in there so that they don't make a mess. And that's the swarm that we just put in the box. Looks like they've took to it. They're gonna stay. They're building combs. So that's a real good sign.